Wylder. I have a boon to ask of you. Would it be possible for you to procure me a whetstone? I consider it my inviolable duty to keep everyone's armaments in tip-top shape. But I'm afraid there's very little life left in the stone I have here. You have a discerning eye, do you not? Would you be willing to hunt one down for me? Simply marvelous. I advise you to make your way to the mining tunnel. The underground passageways are sure to contain ore suitable for metalwork. There are whetstones to be found there, I'm certain. The underground pass. There are whet. Oh, you've managed to procure one. Very kind of you. This will make repairing armaments much easier. I've little to offer, but if anything strikes your fancy, consider it yours. I'm very sorry, but that belongs to the priestess. Anything else? Oh, you merely wish to borrow it. Very well. But once you're finished, be certain to return it to her.
What is it? You can tell me. What's this? It must be repaired already. That barely took any time at all. Thank you for fetching it. This is a thing of great value to me. A compass that will lead me to someone dear. I suppose you're thinking that earrings normally come in pairs. Oh, forgive me. I've likely talked your ear off. We must prepare for the next battle. What is it? If you ever find yourself at your wit's end, just remember, the sun will rise again. The wheel does not cease to turn.
Yes, the crypt is filled with the ancient people of these lands. I still remember looking after them long, long ago. As you know, mortality does not apply to those such as myself. These souls were laid to rest here in anticipation of the threat we now face, in a ritual required to draw the minds of their descendants here. Brave champion, there is something that you should know. The priestess was here long before the rest of you. Indeed, she is held captive by the Round Table itself. Brave champion, the priest, indeed, by the Round Table.
What is it? You can tell me. So, dear caretaker let the cat out the bag. It's true. I'm imprisoned by the Round Table Hold. Far from an architect of this scheme, I am merely another condemned. You may find it amusing, but it is the truth. Once we're done, it will be goodbye. The Round Table Hold and I are one and the same. I am rooted to this place, my exit forbidden. I'm glad we're in this together. It could be worse. We will win this war. I promise. The Round Table, I am rooted. I'm glad we will.
Does the idea of leaving the priestess behind trouble thee? What a tender soul thou art. In that case, I have knowledge I would relay. Seek thee a tear of silver, but the road will be one of hardship. All the same, I wish thee good fortune, for the fortitude required is a rare thing indeed. Seek thee a good fortune.
How are you faring today, champion? Well, I shall expound upon the matter. I've heard stories of the Eternal City. Some postulate that the tears are the essence of life itself. If that is what you seek, then you might wish to pay a visit to Noclatio, the Shrouded City, a place that was once part of a greater whole. I see you have procured your prize. Excellent. I would do anything if it means we might save her. Blame me for putting you in this position if you will, but I leave her fate in your hands. I leave her...
you have a moment? Something's been troubling me. Maybe you could help. It's the lad with the great sword. He seems off. Just stares into the distance when I talk to him. I've an inkling the constant combat might be taking its toll. Maybe you'd have better luck than me if you tried to get him to talk. Can you check on the lad with the great sword?
Well, I take it you need something. Come back once I finish mending my tools. All right?
So, how was he? Not looking good, I take it. Times like these, finding something simple to focus on can help clear the mind. Maybe you could get him something to tune up his weaponry. Keeping a trusted tool in top condition always makes me feel better, for one.
I can use that, but where did you learn it works for weapon care? Did I? Well, not that it matters. Here you go. A token of thanks. Something else. So there's more than one lord. That explains it. They have the same scent. Fine. We track them down and kill them all. Something else. The land here is cursed, alongside every creature that walks it. I suppose it's fitting, as a place to bury that abomination. We've seen our share of sacrifice, but we always knew there would be a cost. I ask myself how I'm still alive, and all I can think is sheer luck. We've seen our... I ask myself...
Managed to help our friend, did you? Thanks. I like a woman who wants to pitch in. Let's see how things are going to play out before we meddle any further. And pray the passage of time does our work for us. One more thing. The doll's looking for you. Go and see her.
There you are. Forgive me, but I didn't want anyone to overhear. The Wylder won't remain among the living much longer. The vitality in him is all too little. All that's left is the lees. In this form, I am attuned to life's ebb and flow. As the Round Table's custodian, you must decide on the proper course of action. It is your choice whether to allow him to continue fighting. It is your...
Is something the matter, my lady? His vitality ebbs low, does it? There is no cause for concern. He is yet able to fight. However, should we accomplish our great mission and cast down the Nightlord, he will depart this life. Even so, we must continue to walk our path. That is your ultimate desire, is it not?
That's how we make it back at home. Good, right? I'm glad you like it. Have as much as you want. I made more than I need. My mother taught me the recipe. It keeps well and won't leave you hungry. Just something I like to do. To remember and to clear my mind. Go on. Have your fill. Go on.
How are you faring today, champion? Is something the matter, my lady? I see. The Wylder cooked up something that reminded you of your childhood. Now, I don't suppose... Well, unless... Who provided you with the food in question? Oh, then the two of you must be... I am in disbelief. It's nothing short of a miracle. Now, though this is by no means bad news, I must press upon you. We are here to bring an end to the Nightlord. Do not let this revelation tempt you from the path.
How about we take to the seas together? You remind me of Weathervane. I could see you reading the winds just as well. What say you? Oh, Weathervane was the navigator on my old sea vessel. Best apprentice a man could ask for. The kid read the winds like no other. You've proved yourself a good navigator, helming the round table. Even if this ship of yours doesn't move. How about we take to the... You remind me... What is it now? Got something funny to say? Apparently not. Go on then, spit it out. The two of you were brother and sister all along. Reminds me of an old tale, if you'll indulge me. I wasn't much of a pirate, but out at sea every man who toiled by my side was my brother. There was this younger kid who looked up to me. Must have figured me for an older brother. Till one day, we had a falling out. Things got so bad, the sailors snuck off on land without saying a word. I didn't think much of it. Thought it was a bid for a little attention. But I never once saw the kid again. When you let your passions get the best of you, things have an awful way of going south. Keep your cool. lest you do anything you come to regret. All right, a meager lesson it might have been, but perhaps you'll glean something from it. Worry not, that's all I've in mind to teach right now. Thanks for letting me bend your ear. That kid always loved the sound of the wind. Must be somewhere up above by now, savoring the breeze.
Shall we? I'll kill you, unless you fell me first. You hesitate. One more time. I'll kill you. Unless you found me. I yield. Do you see now? You are strong, and only the strong can wield true power. The weak have no such privilege, but with strength comes the burden of duty. Did it never occur to you that this is precisely why you are here? Take this, if you understand me. Now,
Not a word of this to anyone. You really don't hold back, do you? I was only trying to give you a nudge, and you practically ground me into the dust. Well, now I know where I stand in your eyes. You really don't hold... I was only... Well...
How about we take to the seas together? You remind me of whether... Are you sure of this? Damned fool. Why not just tell me? The kid went out like a warrior. Not the bad way, all things considered. Thank you. I might never have known. And didn't expect to. That settles it. Now I'm sure. Take this. Would you? You said you were on the fence. Well, my advice has changed. I say refuse the choice. Who says that when you choose one path, you forego the other? It's your journey. Take all the paths you like. I know you won't let it come to nothing. Take it from me. You'll be good as gold. Take it from me.
My Lady Priestess, finally you are here. When the Round Table's purpose is served, each sin is absolved, and everyone is sent back. The Round Table itself will become unmoored from the outside world. I suspect nothing of this place will remain, unless the impossible should occur. My lady, I shall accompany you till the very end. My lady, what have we here? Are you asking that I go to the Wylder? I must refuse. If I did, you would be left truly alone, my Lady Priestess. It is much too cruel. Much too cruel. Apologies for my petulance just now. I should respect your wishes. Of course. I will see the task is done. I will see the task is done.
I know. You don't need to tell me twice. It's the whole reason I'm here. I vow to slay the fiend with my own two hands. When do we fight? My instincts are telling me this battle will be the last. One thing. I couldn't have done it alone. Thank you. When do we fight? The stakes have risen, but I am as calm as I have ever been. Calmer, perhaps. Makes no sense. But it's true. When do we fight? The stakes have risen. Makes no sense.
What's that you're sporting? Did you pinch it from the Wylder? That was hardly very becoming of you. Fine. I'll keep mum for now. You remain as extravagant as ever. Oh, most ambitious madam. I'll always remember that side of you. I'll always remember that side of you.
don't know the whole story, but I seem to have done you wrong. I'm sorry, brother. I don't know I seem to have done...
I hesitate to ask, good champion, but would you mind explaining what happened between you and the raider? You speak of the chivalric band to which you belonged. How did you come to lose them, as you say? I see. A tragic tale indeed. And your form, heartbreaking. Though it boggles the mind to think there was an attack which your defensive prowess could not overcome. Indeed, what could have caused such a thing? Oh, the scarring. This is the work of an accursed blade. I once read a story in a very old tome about a realm far west of the lands between, where fighting erupted. One side was comprised of winged men. They were robbed of these wings by an accursed weapon known as a Nightfarers. Countless pinion folk were killed, while their kingdom's fate hung in the balance. Or so the story goes. I never imagined I would meet a living victim. To think the legends were true. The accursed weapon, the Ectaris, is chronicled in a certain tome. But I'm afraid there are no other clues. The tome was part of a 3-volume collection, and 2 of the set are missing. If I could have read their contents, I may have been able to help you. Good champion. We must pursue this further. We must determine the origin of the curse, to keep history from repeating itself. The books might yet be found in the lands between, and I too would be most gladdened if you were to find them. that? Did you find it? Thank you. Indeed, that's the key we're after. The witch brought the tome to me, bound though it was. But now the seal can be undone. The terrible thing is a product of war. However, the origin of the curse is still frustratingly opaque. Perhaps we shall discover it in the remaining volume. One volume remains. Brave champion. Should you retrieve the book, do be so kind as to inform me.
Well, well, you must be my savior. It is a pleasure to meet you. I am but a humble merchant. I must have strayed into this cheery place at some point, though I know not when or how. I believe you are attempting to rescue the lands between from its plight. Well, I can hardly stand by and do nothing. Allow me to aid you in your quest, even as one who leads a somewhat unusual existence. I'm sure I can be of use. Pardon me. Please, take this to mark the occasion of our acquaintance. It might seem a little worse for wear, but trust me, it remains as potent as ever. It will protect you, my savior. I shall share them out amongst your comrades later. Now please, do take a look at my wares. Welcome, my savior. Take as long as you need. Sometimes merely browsing is nice, isn't it?
Oh, my champion. Are you quite all right? My champion! Oh, good. You're awake. You gave us such a fright collapsing like that. Your body is in reasonable condition, as far as I can tell. How do you feel? All seems well. Thank goodness.
Rememberest thou the charm thou art given? Indeed. The cause was immaturity. A wish became a curse. I doubt there was any malice involved, but if it had happened in the midst of battle, danger would have abounded.
I have informed everyone who received a charm to dispose of it. There is nothing more to worry about. I have informed everyone there is nothing.
If it had happened in the midst of battle, danger.
Ah, welcome, my savior. What? What's the matter? Ah! What are you doing? Why, my savior, tell me why I don't want to.
I haven't seen the merchant of late. Do you happen to know anything? Oh, you didn't have to go and... I see. Well, we'll let bygones be bygones, shall we? I won't speak any more on the matter. In any case, it appears as if you have more to say. What's this? A list of transactions. Ah, here. The tome we're looking for. Conveyed to a demon. What on earth could it mean? Conveyed to a demon. Whatever could it mean?
Make your choice. Make your choice. Make your...
Well. Have you retrieved the final volume? Ah, I see. I needn't have asked. Very well. Let us see what it says. It It appears the curse itself was brought from afar. Well, even if we weren't able to unravel the mystery to its fullest extent, you have my deepest gratitude for your efforts. Brave champion. I have a troubling feeling. The curse we spoke of, it may be closer than we think. Or perhaps I'm overthinking things. I dearly hope I am. I have a curse, perhaps I'm over...
What is it? I see thou hast my role in thy plight deduced. Indeed, I am the one who tore thy kind from the sky. This is a crystallization of that accursed magic. I entrust it to thee. I knew one day it would come to this. Now, do as thou wilt with me. But why? The fault lies with me. For thy peoples. I believe I understand. I will not forget this kindness. My utmost thanks, good Sir Knight. My thanks, good Sir Knight. is thy purpose? I see. I will do my utmost to make amends. My thanks, good Sir Knight. My thanks.
Oh, there you are. Now, about the traitor from your fellowship. Let us talk. Then you're good and ready. The Fellowship. That's the name of the mercenary outfit you belong to, is it not? You travel around the world, settling conflicts through clandestine acts. Masters of assassination. As unsettling as your talents might seem to an outsider. In service to our cause, they are reassuring indeed. Then you're good and ready. The traitor you're after. It seems I too am involved in all of this. One of those summoned to the Round Table is said to have abandoned their duties. Or so the voice has intimated. I was thinking of telling the others, but then you arrived, as if you had appeared to help me pursue the matter. The traitors of the Round Table and the Fellowship appeared to be one and the same. Let's you and I get to the bottom of this. Then you're good and ready. I need you to eliminate a band of condemned. These condemned valiantly faced down the night, but ultimately failed and surrendered to the darkness. They are, in fact, us. Worse still, they multiply through their marriage to the night, spreading from one world to the next. We must stop them before it's too late. Ah, yes. As you may have surmised, versions of you from other worlds are found among their number. And we might just learn something from them. Best of luck. I commend your efforts. Please, accept this token of thanks. Now then, have you any news to report? I didn't think he would make the first move. We should bide our time for now. We should bide. This man has been expecting you. It's time you spoke.
Well met, comrade. It pains me to see you like this, but yes, I am the traitor. You've come to hurry me to my end, haven't you? I've been waiting. Well, you'd best get on with it. Didn't quite manage it, did we? You should know as well as anyone, we can't be killed so easily. Find an edge of order, and I'll let you in on a little secret. Feeling talkative, are we? Find an edge of order, a blade of unique make. It has layered within the weight of the night. Find one, and I'll talk. Feeling... Of course the Fellowship would send someone after me. They kill anything and everything that stands in their way. This is no different.
An edge of order. I know how you might find one. The beings, known as Night Centaurs, spill over with sacred power. Your search should begin with them. How can I help? An edge. I know the being your search.
You have it. Then please, strike true. I can feel it. I'm certain. This is the real thing. I'll tell you what you want to know. You and I, all of us, are already dead. But our curse does not allow us to rest. As those who live in death, we could not rest until the Nightlord was defeated. Battle was not suffering, but pleasure. Until you have undergone the same. You have the same eyes. What will you do? My heart. I finally feel it. It beat its last.
I'm surprised to learn the truth of your natures. However, we strive for the same purpose. I need nothing more. The sad thing is, I think in other circumstances he might have joined us here. But in the end, he chose to be a monster. Allow me to tender my thanks again. An invaluable gift. Thank you. Allow an
offer.
Brave champion, if I may. It is no easy topic to broach, but you seem to show little enthusiasm for slaying the Nightlord. You are difficult to read, to say the least. One might think you were planning an indiscretion. Most likely my imagination at play, but it nags at me nevertheless. And so, there is something I wish to ask of you. I would like you to go and vanquish some enemies, ones tainted by night, and be sure to bring evidence of the deed. If you wouldn't mind, of course. You've returned. Were you successful? Ah, yes, I see. That's settled then. Thank you for cooperating. There is no question that you are sincerely allied with us in our common cause. My apologies for doubting you. If by your generosity I might resume my... No. I will redouble my efforts to be of service to you. By all means, don't hesitate to set me to any task. Please, tell me how to help. You're looking for someone close to you. Yes, of course, I will assist in whatever capacity I am able. What shall I do first? Oh, I had no idea this would help guide our search. I'll look after it for you. Had you foreseen this all along? You have humbled me. I shall begin forthwith, though I warn you, it may take some time. How are you faring today, champion? Could you spare me a little more time, please? I'll come to you as soon as I have an answer. I have come to an understanding regarding the Shards of Night. It was written of in an old document from a faraway land. In a dispute between two realms, there was a beast at the center of the affair, which devoured soldier after soldier. No one saw the beast itself, but it left a mountain of corpses in its wake. An old man-at-arms is quoted as saying, "It feasted on our shadows, even those of the dead." Rather chilling, wouldn't you say? The tooth marks of the creature resemble the patterns seen on the shards. There very well may be a link to the Nightlord. How are you faring today, champion? Brave champion. Perhaps you should take it. How are you faring? I'm pleased to see everyone making use of the round table. I can only offer scant aid, but offer it I shall. Brave champion. There you are. You must tell me, what was the engraving? see. There's some manner of incantation. I shall look into the matter. A moment, please. I shall look into the matter. Even the hallowed sparring grounds require a little sprucing up from time to time. I'm pleased to see that everyone's making use of them. Even the hallowed... I'm pleased... Desist. What is the matter? Kind champion.
What gave me away? It hath been long indeed, fellow spellcaster. How pleasant it is to see thy feathers ruffled for a change. Understandable, though, as thou sawest me battle-slain and buried. The Nightlords saw fit to return me to life. Now, we're reunited. Perhaps we ought take this chance to speak. Pray, speak thy mind. Rememberest thou not? The monster to which thou gavest rise, the devourer of shadow, the weapon unleashed by thee upon the world entire. I was subsumed by the infant, but clung to life in this form, granted now the chance to act upon mine own desires. As events conspired, neither of us should have survived. Yet thou still drawest breath. While I? Why? In what measure did I not stand equal to thee? Yet, unlike thee, ever heedless, free of spirit, I am the one who will succeed. I hope thou takest my meaning, fellow spellcaster. Cease thy foolish conduct, following in the Nightlord's very steps. Indeed. How should I put this? Canst thou thine own child slay? If thou seekest the mechanical menial, I merely needed his momentary silence. Take a good look inside the mausoleum. If thou seekest take a good look in...
Anything troubling you? Our foes have
Where am I? Brave Lady Witch? Why on earth? How could you have done such a thing? Oh, my apologies. I see precisely what has happened here. It wasn't you, but a foul impostor who did this to me. What in heaven's name is going on? What in heaven? She's an old friend, is she? Now, as you tell it, the Nightlord grew from a shadow hatchling. If that is true, then there may indeed be some degree of culpability. But can we unquestioningly assume that a single enchanted organism could mature so fantastically? I must say, I doubt that it could be so simple. Furthermore, defeating the Knight will put an end to your sister-in-arms. I haven't the faintest what I could say should you be forced to witness your companion's death again. Where are my manners? I must offer you my thanks for helping me. Oh, what's this? Brave champion. Perhaps you should take it. While unconscious, I had a dream. I was handed this by the Nightlord. Well, I didn't see our foe per se, but I know it to be true. I sense a great power within. Power enough to change a person's fate, I do believe. The choice is yours, brave champion.
My fellow spellcaster, I thank thee for bestowing thy love upon our knight.
This monument stands testament to a series of proud battles. Long ago, sacred rituals were held in the name of Grin, god of war, to extol the virtue of the soul. Conquerors of neighboring seas were gathered to fight in contests of strength, each with the potential to discover a truly worthy opponent. As you can see, this stone records the history of what transpired. The monument simply radiates historic import. The Oh, my stars. That was the starting signal. I can't believe it, but it seems you've been chosen to participate in a battle to prove your valor. The tourney of the lands between has begun. The electricity in the air lingers. As I mentioned, the tourney between is a sacred ritual of combat. A contest of strength designed to display and celebrate the valor of the victor's soul. From a field of 8 participants, as you might surmise, the winner must emerge victorious from 3 battles in total. The monument will reveal the fight for which you have been chosen. Once you feel prepared, touch the stone. In the midst of all this chaos, I wonder who it might pit you against. I must admit, my heart is quite aflutter. In the midst of, I must admit, congratulations on your victory. I should have expected nothing less. But oh, what's that you have there? Well, I think... Allow me some time to look into it, won't you? For now, why don't you touch the monument again to see what is next in store for you? A worthy foe, no doubt. For now, it won't reveal to you your next opponent. Perhaps the other battles are yet to conclude. I suppose all you can do is try again later.
I've got high hopes for you. With your physique, no run-of-the-mill opponent stands a chance. But don't think it'll be the same next time. You'd best go in prepared. Don't expect your next match to be the same. You'd best go in prepared.
Champion, I have made some discoveries regarding what you showed me when last we spoke. I found something rather interesting in a history of the coastal waters. Have a look for yourself. The White Horn ruled the West Waters, while the Black Claw presided over the eastern seas. The pattern of the braid is proof enough. It is the mark of the very same White Horn, which, if I'm not mistaken, is you. You were searching for the Black Claw, were you not? The ancient enemy with whom you could finally settle your business. It appears your next opponent has been decided. All you need do is touch the monument.
I know the coastal waters, their history, and you were right there in the thick of it. A famed freebooter. You'll come face to face with that old foe of yours soon enough. That's just the kind of place this is. You'll come face to face, that's just the kind of...
You were victorious again. Well played, my champion. Now all that remains is a single match. I fear that you have already guessed it. But yes, your next foe is the worthy Black Claw. Just one last victory is all we need. Go on. Goodness. Just thinking about the historic moment we stand before. Well, it has me all of a dither, to be honest.
I knew you'd come good. Were you fighting sea monsters in your pirate days? I can see why history remembers you. Next is the grand finale. No room for doubt anymore. Make sure you come back the victor. You don't need me to say anymore. Don't muck it up.
Strange. The monument shows no sign of a coming battle. Furthermore, it says that your foe has forfeited. What could possibly be happening, I wonder? What could possibly... What could...
Still not started. Maybe your opponent just doesn't like the look of you. Oh, cheer up. Just making a joke. This is taking forever. This is taking forever.
What could possibly...
I am here to serve.
So, the curtain falls upon the tourney. I saw the beacon rise, just like the start. Now, as much as I'd love to tender my heartfelt congratulations, you should take a look at the monument yourself. Yes, I rather think you had better pay your respects. Allow me to help.
I suppose this puts an end to our contest. Giving these back, partner.
Roam free.
Well done. I doubt there will ever be another tourney of the lands between again. Though it is a ritual which enables the victor to enter the battle they most desire to face, the monument is drained of energy. Now its role seems to have been played out. Satisfied, in its way, I should think. Let's leave it be. I am sure that will be for the best. Let's leave it be. I am sure.
Maybe now isn't the time, but well done. You've proved you are peerless in your strength. Might not have been a happy memory for you, but I'll never forget what you've achieved. Might not...
May I ask you something? I heard that in the lands between, there was once a thing of wonder known as the Erd Tree. The monolithic tree was said to be a symbol of the land's blessings. Did you ever see it for yourself? What a sight it must have been. The vastness of nature is apt to stir something within. No wonder you were so enamored by it. I must say, where we are headed, there shall be no such tree. But if we can repulse the night, it may yet be restored. Oh, I should mention, the priestess was looking for you. Perhaps she wants a word. The priestess...
There you are. There is a task I would like you to perform. Would you be so kind as to find me some flowers? Since you're familiar with the old Golden Realm and have an eye for beauty, I'm sure you can locate some which positively brim with grace. If you wouldn't mind, of course. Please bring me flowers abundant with grace from the land beyond. You've returned. Thank you for the flowers. Would you mind taking them to the Iron Menial?
Oh, if it isn't our brave champion. Look here, my pride and joy, now in full bloom. Life finds purchase, even here. Just gazing at them gives me a measure of peace. Oh, what's that you have there? This flower simply radiates warmth. Thank you very much. I was just thinking we could do with a bit more color around here. This is just perfect. Brave champion, how would you like to preserve this scene upon a canvas? The bloom is just upon us, after all. Brave champion, the bloom is just upon...
What's done is done. The Earth Tree is no more. What is lost can never return.
Brave the bloom is...
Surely you can see it. The light is fading fast. It won't be long now. We have no choice but to augment what little grace we enjoy, and your memories will be the key. I heard the voice. A golden seed has begun to sprout in a harsh land of frigid cold, where no one sets foot. It's calling to you. This might be selfish, but please, imagine if we're successful this time. Would you lend me your strength once more? I knew you'd soon return. I can feel the warmth of its radiance. Please, this time it has to work.
Behold its majesty. It never fails to move me. Peer upon it from afar. Be satisfied with what you have. I will curtail the threat that awaits us. And let any who dare disturb such peace face my blade.
Accept your fate. Place yourself in harm's way. Clear your thoughts. Accept your fate. Place yourself in harm's way. Clear your thoughts. Accept your fate. And yet still you search. Foolish other self. Then I ask, that you live without averting your gaze.
We've reclaimed the light of grace. We owe this to you. Thank you, truly. But what's this wound? Ah, from your memories. I vow, as priestess, that the Erd tree will live again. It shall be as you remember. So please, do not lose sight of yourself. The Erd tree will live again. It shall be as you remember. You have awoken. This is your new home. It is as much yours as it is ours. I hope you settle in. What is it? You can tell me. You must have many questions. Well, it's simple enough. We have a common cause. Perhaps you don't remember. All your talk of getting revenge upon the Nightlord, how you would never forgive it and so on. Hardly grounds for abandoning you. This might seem all too much right now. But I promise with time, you will grow accustomed to this place. This might seem all too much.
Good to see you, brave champion. Every one of you who has risen to challenge the Nightlord is most deserving of the title. We are all equal at the Round Table. It is a place where all quibbles or grudges that came before are forgotten. Do understand, there are those who would still rather keep their guard up around you for now. But I hope that won't be the case for long. Yes, I too am a doll of sorts, you know. Some might consider my care unseemly, but I am quite capable of seeing to everyone's needs here. You, on the other hand, are an intricate work of beauty. Your creator was an artist, no doubt. Yes, I too am. Some might... You...
Wishest thou to converse? Is our business
How are you feeling? There are some who are wary of your companionship, but your intent was not much different from our own. I have no mind to doubt you, and I'm honored to fight on the same side. That said, you do well to show you are trustworthy. I could give you a job to prove yourself. I may be old-fashioned, but actions speak louder than words. What do you say? Will you hear my request? Without delay, I want you to retrieve a weapon wielded by the forces of night. Their fierceness is compounded by the strength of their arms. But with a proper understanding of their tools, I can fend them off with my shield. It needn't be a perfect specimen. Even a fragment of a blade will do. I leave it in your hands. Oh, there you are. You found me just what I needed. I am in your debt. You've earned a name for yourself and proven that you belong here with us. I will tell the others of your good deed. You seem intent on keeping them at arm's length, but that matters little, as long as we can work together. You're one of us now. You've earned your place here. You're one...
Your condition has worsened. There's only so much that can be hidden. We'll have to do something about that. We need to think of something. Listen carefully. Your condition, the contamination, it's spreading. If it continues, you'll be swallowed by the night again. You must conquer this fear of the night. You might say the words, but deep down, you do not believe them. Go to see the witch. She should be able to help.
Wouldst halt the contamination, yes? Those who have surrendered themselves to the night even once are powerless to resist its allure. The night within thee hath begun to fester. Whether or not it can be kept in check is entirely dependent upon thee. Please sit when thou art sure of mine. Please sit. Close thine eyes. Find the thing of which thou art afeard. thou wert successful, I surmise. Well done. Thou wert well done. Dolly, dear, thou shouldst by now have ascertained that which thou must face. Wilt thou the truth uncover upon the next attempt? Yes. A fine girl thou art. Please, sit. Close thine eyes. Find the thing thou hast hidden. Thou art good to thy word, my dear. So, what is thy desire? Indeed, though scattered thou wast, thou art now whole. All is well. Thy fixity of purpose is admirable indeed. Thy fixity